You know that feeling when you wake up one day and realize you've been sabotaging your own life? Yeah, me too. There was a time I thought the world was against me. Turns out, it was me. I was the one building the mountain I couldn't climb. But what if that mountain was me? When Brianna Wiest wrote, "The mountain is not in your way, the mountain is the way," I felt that. I used to look at my life like a battlefield. The people who hurt me, the plans that didn't work, the dreams that never came true. But slowly, painfully, I began to see that the only real war was inside of me. I was standing in the middle of my own storm, blaming the clouds. Self-sabotage isn't loud. It doesn't scream. It whispers, "You're not ready. You'll embarrass yourself. Who do you think you are?" And without knowing it, I listened. I made fear my compass, and I let past pain script my future. I thought I was protecting myself, but I was just shrinking. Your new life is going to cost you your old one. That line broke me. Because the truth is, we don't sabotage ourselves because we're weak. We do it because we're terrified of what change really demands. I remember one night, sitting alone in my room, scrolling endlessly, avoiding a project I deeply cared about. I kept telling myself, "I'm just tired, I need more research, it's not the right time." But beneath all that, I was just scared to be seen trying. Because what if I gave it my all and still wasn't enough? We think pain comes from failing, but sometimes pain comes from evolving and realizing you're no longer who you used to be. Every woman I know has a pattern, a survival mechanism she learned somewhere between childhood heartbreaks and adult disappointments. For me, it was disappearing. Anytime life got hard, I'd vanish emotionally, physically. I made it look poetic, like solitude, but it was avoidance. I didn't know how to stay, not with others, not with myself. You will meet versions of yourself that you buried to survive. Healing is weird like that. It's not about becoming someone new. It's about remembering the girl you silenced just to make it through. I had a breakdown once. Ugly, crying, shaking, full body collapse. It was the kind of pain you don't talk about on Instagram. But in that moment, stripped of illusions, I felt something strange, relief. Because when there's nothing left to pretend, you get to choose who you really are. Growth feels like grief sometimes. Grief for the old you, the one who didn't know better, the one who stayed too long, gave too much, apologized too often. But she was brave too. She survived long enough for you to evolve. Let me be real with you. I used to avoid every uncomfortable emotion like it was fire. Anger, stuff it. Sadness, Netflix it. Shame, deny it. But all those emotions were messengers. They weren't trying to destroy me. They were trying to tell me, "You're not aligned. You're not safe here. You deserve more." Feelings are not facts, but they are feedback. The more I numbed them, the louder they screamed. Until I finally sat down and said, "Okay, talk to me." That's when the real healing began. You don't build a mountain in a day, and you don't unbuild one in a day either. But you start with one brave choice, with one honest conversation, with one small boundary that says, "I matter too." Your highest self is not someone you become. It's someone you remember. The version of me speaking to you now, She isn't perfect. She still has bad days, still overthinks, still cries in the shower sometimes. But she's no longer lost in the fog. She knows the way because she became the way. So, to the girl listening to this who feels stuck, who keeps trying and failing and hurting and hiding, you're not broken, you're just in the middle of becoming. And sometimes becoming looks like breaking, but the mountain, it's not a punishment, it's an invitation to rise, to feel, to return to yourself, because you were never too much. You were just too big for the cage you tried to survive in. So go, climb, and if you need someone to remind you that you're not crazy or lazy or late to your healing, I'm here, still climbing too. If this spoke to your heart, I would love for you to subscribe, leave me a little note in the comments, or just send some love. Your presence here is a gift, and I'm so grateful you chose to spend your precious time with me.